How we doing, everybody?
Hola.
Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly with It. I'm Will.
I'm Audrey.
And what are we playing today?
Tactigon.
Tactigon. So Tactigon, Outwit, Outflank, Outlast is a little game that is coming up to Kickstarter this Tuesday. So we're going to go ahead and do a live playthrough of it. I'm comparing it to like chess and checkers, where you've got pieces that move certain ways and you're trying to take out one particular piece to win the game. There's a second alternative win condition, and I'll go over that when I go over the basic overview of the game. So I guess with that said, we've got a puppy running around we're gonna have to watch tonight. But this is supposed to be a quick game, about 10-15 minutes. I don't know if that's before or after you know how to play.
Oh.
All right.
Point.
So we're gonna go ahead and flip over the camera and I'll give you a brief rundown of the game.
Right.
So here we are. We are set up for a two-player game of Tactigon. And why is that?
Because there are two Tactigoners.
Two Tactigoners. I was going to go with two tacticians, but yes, two Tactigoners. So in Tactigon, both of us have a set of movers. These movers are in different shapes. So you can see we have a circle mover, square mover, triangle mover, and a pentagon mover. That is easily to identify how much these can move. So for example, the circle can move 1, the triangle can move 3, the square, or in this case now it's a cube, can move 4, and the pentagon can move 5. So of course, your power for your particular pieces are based on their level. So of course, the circle, because it moves the least, is the strongest. So it can defeat any other piece on the board. The triangle is your second strongest. It can defeat any piece on the board. However, if it goes after a circle, it will also be defeated. The square cannot attack the circle at all, but it can attack any other piece. Same as with the circle and triangle. If a square attacks a triangle, because it's one under it, both pieces will be removed. And the last one is the pentagon. The pentagon can't really attack anybody except for another pentagon. So on your turn, you're going to move one of your pieces up to their maximum distance. So if I wanted to move this piece 1, that's my particular move. If I wanted to move this piece 3, right, I could go 1, 2, 3. But of course, it is a strategy game. That would not probably be a good idea, because then Audrey, on her turn, could come in here with 1 and take out my first piece. She captures the piece, as it's called. So again, very, very reminiscent of chess, where you capture pieces. So the objective of the game is, again, to take out the pentagon piece. So the first player to do that wins the game. There is a second win condition, which is if you start your turn, basically your opponent ends their turn, and you have a piece on both of the gold hexagons, then you will win the game as well. There are 2 advanced rules. We're not going to play the advanced rules, but there is an advanced rule that allows the square to jump. And then there's an advanced rule that if you start on a gold spot, that you get 1 extra movement, but we're not going to play with those. But that's basically it. I mean, that is the rule book. The rule book is like 5 pages, and really it's about movement and combat. Everything else is just, examples. So we are going to keep this open just so we remember the Defender combat reference that is here on the page. I guess I'll just leave it open, because doing that, it's trying to close on us. But we will have that there. But we do need to determine who goes first. The rules say red player goes first. However, we do things a little differently on this channel. What is that? Yeah, I didn't think we were going to say that.
We use our 20-sided extra life die because we support Children's Miracle Network, because los niños
Para
need
los
us.
niños.
So we receive donations para los niños, and you can use the links down below to help us.
Yep. We also support with any membership, super thanks, and super chats. Big shout out to Peter S. He did a super sticker
Thank
of
you,
an ice
Peter.
cream. We like helado. Mucho gracias. Para los niños. All right, so Audrey's going to roll and try not to take out the Tactigon board. That is a 13. That is odd. That means I get to go first. So here we go.
I'm trying to see what she's biting, and I think it is a cord.
Oh, she is.
Molly.
Molly.
Put her in the...
She's trying. Yeah, we can put her in the kennel. That's fine.
Come on.
All right, guys, give us 1 second. We're gonna put
Molly.
our house guest in her bed for the evening. So there we go. I will take my turn while Audrey's running. I'll try to figure out what I want to do first. One, two, three, four. I think we're going to just go right to the gold spot. That seems like a good spot to start out with. So now we're just going to wait for Oddity to get back. But just a reminder to everybody, of course, as soon as we hit certain milestones, we are going to be doing some giveaways for Extra Life. I do not know, and now I've completely forgotten if we've gotten and hit the first milestone giveaway, but some of those are going to be either painted copies. The ones that I know that are coming up is painted copy of Santorini and a painted copy of Marvel Zombies Heroes Resistance. Those are two that I know are coming up. Right, so I moved here with my 4.
With your 4.
With mi cuatro.
So that means I could go.
Yes, because my cuatro cannot do anything to your uno.
Muy bien.
Muy bien. So the question is, do I run away? Gracias. ¿Y tú? The question is, do I run away or do I stay there and die? Because that's basically what's going to happen. He's going to stay there and die. Now that's if you go after it. Maybe I'll threaten you. 1, 2, 3.
So if it is triangle, then I could do 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you can. Oh, it's very important. You got to pay attention to that. Where's Bella today? She is right there. She is laying behind me today instead of licking my feet like usual. By the way, can you call me Peter instead? Didn't I say Peter? What do we say? Or did I say Pete?
Oh, Peter.
Peter. Lo siento, Peter. I thought I said Peter. Maybe I did just shorten it. All right. So you went and you took out my piece. Oh no, you took out my piece.
Oh, see, I captured.
You captured it. Yeah, you need to move him out the way. You move your 5, get him out of there.
No, I'm trapped. 1, 2, 3.
You don't have to take all 5.
But
you can do up to 5. Oh yeah, because you have to at least get 4 away from me.
yeah. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, you could.
Yeah. So you have to hide over here then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, you started there.
1.
Yep.
2, 3, 4.
5. Yeah. See, I can't get you. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can still get you.
You can get me anywhere.
Wow, that was a quick game. All right, I guess we'll reset and go again.
They would play right.
Yeah, I just was able to sneak in and get you that quickly, I guess. You're right. Anywhere you would have moved him, I would have been able to get you. All right. So I win the first round. All right, so I guess we're going to do the best out of 3. All right, so it means you get to go first this round. That was a pretty good strategy. You have to remember that strategy. That's the will twist. That's what we'll call that. The will twist. I don't know. Checkers. Chess has all these fancy names based on some of the players. So it's like the somebody starting gambit or something like that.
You cannot pass over somebody else.
No. You have to be able to attack, or that's it.
Oh, Molly. Hmm. But again, I can move there 1, 2, and attack
Yes.
you. I don't.
No, well, he can't. Yeah, you can. You'll just take both of us out.
Well, I don't.
That's your choice. Is like, okay, do I want to get my piece off the board, or do you want to not, right? So if you attack me, you can get my piece off the board, but you're also taking yourself out.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Anonymous donated $2 to Extra Life. Gracias,
Yay.
Anonymous. You're awesome. That's what he says.
Then I can do. No?
Sí. No,
No, that's me.
wrong way around. Wrong way around. But if you do that, you're going to take both of us out. Remember, you're three, both of us get taken out.
Oh, see.
That's your choice.
But then you will do it then next time. And if I mean, if I.
Yes,
don't
I can
move that
take
one, you
it.
can
Yes, I can take out your 3 if you don't move it. But that's if I'm trying to do that. That's my guy. Stop moving my guy. Stop cheating.
And I can.
Yeah.
I think that's not a good idea.
Maybe. Oh, now you got me. Now you got me. Yeah, I have to sacrifice a piece because now same thing. If I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can get me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you get me. So I have to sacrifice a piece now.
So it doesn't matter how many of these we collect. Just
No,
that we.
you got to
who
get
does
here, or you have to end.
Okay.
You have to. Your opponent has to end their turn with you in both gold spots. Yeah, the hard part is getting these guys out because you have to be able to get them out to get your 5 back in the back row. Both of us.
No, I didn't
no.
move it.
No, he wasn't there. He was there.
Oh, he was there. I'm sorry. No. Attack it. Oh. So
It's muy
for
complicado.
this one, it's only this one. Circle.
No, circle can beat everything up.
Yeah, but be only circle.
Well,
can
no.
be or
If
triangle,
you
but-
don't if you don't want to lose your piece, yes. If you don't mind losing your piece like I did with my 4, then
Yeah, then I do that.
I don't think you have anything you can get there.
Let's see.
Oh no, not that one can. Dang it.
And this one. So
No, he would end up 4. Oh, yeah, he would get 2. Yeah, okay. Why am I helping you? Now, it will, of course, it will. You're going to have to do it. You're going to lose your piece, but you have to do it. Otherwise, I win the game.
both
Can't.
up.
4? Yes. No, just you. Just me. I'm sorry. It feels like chess too when you pick them up and you do the movement. It's like, oh, I'll pick that. No, I'll pick that one.
Can I go back?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Why not?
If you want to, you can.
But then you cannot do anything. 1, 2, 3. So you win?
Can you take me out? 1, 2, 3.
See?
1. No, he can only take out, the Pentagon can only take out another Pentagon. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you can't with your other 4 back there. You can take out my, no, you can't take out my circle. You can't attack a circle. Nope, that's it. I won. So I did both victory conditions. I won a strategy game. Best 2 out of 3 well wins. There we go, guys. We just wanted to give a quick overview, a quick little gameplay of how this works. Very much seems like chess, but we'll go ahead and go over our first impressions. So there we go. So the first thing, of course, as always, this is a prototype because it is a Kickstarter version. So as we can tell, you guys can't tell from there, but these are all 3D printed. The board's 3D printed. These are 3D printed. So the first thing are the little, I guess, movers, as they call them. I like that they're all different.
Yeah.
They're very unique. Only one of them has this one has a T. None of the other ones have T's on them, so I don't know if that's going to change. Like this one, it's Tactigon. It's got a T on it.
That's
but then it's got these little spiky helmet thing going on, which is kind of neat. The board is nice. The only thing with the board is it is just this layout. It's not like you can't change up the layout. It's always this layout. However, it is modular in the sense that this piece snaps into that piece. Oh, they can't see up there, but basically, I'll take all the pieces off. Basically, this piece here is each one of these is a separate piece, and then they snap into the center. So I don't know if that is going to be for maybe, I don't want to say expansions because this is kind of a game where you probably wouldn't have expansions, but I could see where that could be where they have different boards available to them. But I thought that was kind of neat how they made this board like this. I imagine...
And it is not cardboard, it is...
Yeah, it's not cardboard, so I imagine they wouldn't send out a prototype that was plastic 3D printed unless the plan was
to keep it
plastic 3D printed, yeah. Anything for the components from you?
No, I also like them because they are different. I mean, they are used, you can clearly see the sides or count them so you know the moves that they can make.
Yep.
But they are not just a simple square or a simple circle.
Yeah, and that they're not necessarily miniatures per se, but that's another thing. I don't know, are they going to do like a little, not a sun drop, well, a sun drop, but like a wash technique to kind of bring out if there's going to be any extra details or anything like that. I don't know what the final material is going to be made out of either, whether they're going to do like a PVC or if they're going to do some kind of like the bendy, the more pliable rubber, kind of rubbery plastic. Don't know. Also don't know if there's gonna be like a more deluxe pledge, because like a lot of these little strategy games, they usually have like a basic pledge and then they have like a more advanced pledge with like metal movers and stuff like that, but that could get really expensive. However, that would add like a really neat, like top of the line quality. Same thing would be like, if this does really well, would be like a wooden board. Right, like a wooden board with wooden pieces or a wooden board with metal pieces, I think would be kind of cool. So hopefully this does well, and maybe they'd be able to come out with a more, I don't say sophisticated version, but you know what I mean? Like chess is considered like a sophisticated, and like we mentioned in a playthrough and at the beginning, this kind of has that little chess feel. So I feel like this would be like a nice little futuristic style chess that you have if you had a nice wooden one sitting out on a table or something like that. The other thing about the game and its components, it's 100% language independent.
Oh, yeah.
Minus the rules. And that's, of course, always a plus for us. Yeah, the rules aren't that easy once you figure it out.
And just the chart is language independent.
Yeah, the chart that tells you what you can and can't attack is also language independent. All right, so the next are the mechanics. So the mechanics, there's really, it's one thing you can do. Well, the combat, but the mechanics are basically finding out what move you can do to optimize your placement for one of the 2 win conditions. What did you think of those?
Yeah, it's a nice strategy game. I mean, it's not complicated either, but you need to see everything, to see how far you are, to see how far the other one is from you, and see what other pieces, because I got stuck because I didn't have pieces that could move that far.
Yep. And then with the 5, you got the first game, the 5, no matter where he moved, he was going to be within range of one of my pieces to be able to take him out. And everything can take out the 5. So yeah, I think it is it's that nice change of mechanics of like regular chess. Like regular chess, you've got, I forget how many pieces, right? You get your bishop, your rook, your
12. There's like
the knight,
8. I don't
the
know.
king,
I
the
don't
queen,
know
the
chess.
pawn. Right? I think that's all.
I just know the horse moves in an
and
L
the
shape.
horse moves as an L shape.
That's all I know.
So it's got that same thing, but also unlike those games where they're in a particular line and your weakest guys are in the front, they're all kind of mixed in. So you got weak guys kind of surrounding strong guys.
Oh yeah, because in chess they are.
Yeah, in chess your king is in the back, right? So he's in the very, very back. In this, he's right in the middle. And like it took me a couple turns to even break a hole to where I'd even be able to slide him back into the pack to get everybody else in front of him, where you'd have to go through all of them to finally get to my 5 piece. So I think there's a lot of like neat little mechanics here that you would have to plan on. I also like that there is that second win condition.
Yeah.
Because I was honestly going for the second win condition.
I think I didn't keep that in mind.
I was strategizing that entire second game. I'm like, well, if I've won the one way already, let's show how to win the other way. I'm like, let me see if I can do it. And it worked out. I was able to just basically keep getting your people knocked out until I could take it over. Now, that is one thing, is the one piece is very strong in that gold spot. Because unless you have another one piece that you slowly move out, and by the time, and the problem with one piece is that you move a one piece within one of me, I'm able to just take you out, and I would just jump back on the next turn, right? So it's a lot of strategy, a lot of thinking has to go on to determine what is the best way to move. Next is the difficulty. You kind of mentioned it, right? It's not that difficult, but it's like they say with all these games, right? Easy to teach, hard to master. Right?
Yeah,
That's how they all say. I think that's what it is. This very much could be very strategic, very hard to master, like chess is, right? You have to figure out, okay, if that person moves here, what is my best move? What is the best play to play off of them moving the one piece, the circle? Or what is the best move if they move the 3 piece on the first turn? That's where the difficulty comes in.
Now I see what my uncles are always playing chess and they are like, and take hours playing and thinking like, why is it so? I see.
You have to move there. You have to think.
Like this, yeah. I know why.
With chess and checkers and any of these type of head-to-head style movement, take a piece games, capture a piece games, you have to be able to see 3 or 4 moves ahead. And we're both very bad about that. Like, I'm okay sometimes. I'm like, okay, I've got a plan. So I look at like, okay, what 3 or 4 things can I do to try to get that plan? But I don't ever look at my opponent to say
I am the same. I was exactly doing that. I mean, looking at where I was and trying to, and I never thought that you could just, capture.
Take what I did. Yep. So that, I don't think it's difficult, but I do think, and it's fun. I mean, even though we play the way we are, we played at a very novice, simple level. It was still fun to do that puzzle to figure out, like, and it was quick too. Like, we played both those games. I mean, right now it's saying it's 30 after. I don't know how long our both playthroughs were. The first one was pretty quick. I think the first one was just a couple minutes.
Yeah.
But even the second one, I think, was still pretty quick. So because it is so quick, you could get a lot of games in, which means you start learning really, really quick when you start playing. Next is fun at 2. No, this is horrible at 2 players. I wish it was 5. No, it's great. It's great too. It's a 2-player game. That's the way it should be played. Like I said, I don't see any of these types of little battling games. I don't ever see a reason to artificially add a 3rd or a 4th or a 5th player. It just doesn't make sense.
No, I don't think. I don't think it would work. I like it this way.
Yeah, works good. Yeah, because you'd be worried about in a higher player count, because your 5 is just like how quickly I got your 5. Could you imagine if I move these 2 pieces out and this guy's over here and he just comes right in, the 3rd player? Because I've taken you out, you've taken me out, and the 3rd player's like, oh, there's a 5 I can go after. I don't think it would work as well. Last thing is the theme. There isn't a theme. I don't even think there's not even flavor text. It's just outwit, outflank, outlast. So technically, for the theme, Do you feel like you're outwitting, outflanking, and
I don't
outlasting?
know any of those words.
Outwit means to be smarter than your opponent.
Oh.
Outflank means
course.
flanking is to go around or to find an optimal position to sneak up on your opponent. It's military a lot of times. It's called flanking. And outlast means that you stay on the board longer than your opponent.
Interesting. I think that well, everything is in here. Did I do it? No.
Yeah. I do think they're trying to go for like I said, more of a futuristic style look than just regular checkers and chess. I mean, you're playing on hexagons. Your pieces are more stylized, futuristic look. So for that, I feel like it does give you a different feel. I can't say that I would change anything because I don't know technically what you would change it to. I guess technically, if you wanted to change it to anything, you could put a theme on it, right? You could make it, I don't know, say medieval, right? And you can make these little guys goblins, and you can make the fours orcs, and you could make the threes, I don't know, elves, and you know what I mean? You could put a theme on it.
Yeah.
Maybe the one side are the orcs and the goblins and the trolls, and then the other sides are elves and fairies and stuff. You could throw that theme onto it. I don't think it would change the gameplay.
No, but I mean, this is not bad. It's geometric figure. I have a friend that loves
geometry,
and she has tattoos of
like
random shapes and earrings and all that. She would love this.
She would love the shapes and sizes. All right, guys, but that is Tactigon. At least a quick little playthrough overview of the gameplay. Like I said, this goes up on Tuesday onto Kickstarter. Link is down below if you would like to back the game. Don't know the price, and if they told me the price, I forgot what they told me the price was going to be. But again, you can check it out on Tuesday to see if it's something you're interested in. With that said, if you want to watch more Kickstarter or gamefound content or help the sick and injured kids at Children's Miracle Network, what do they need to do?
Donate to Extra Life.
Donate to Extra
Help
Life.
the niños.
Para los niños.
Subscribe. Activate notifications.
This game it was a brain burner. Audrey's brain is fried.
And follow us on social media.
All right, we'll go ahead and do that.
And all that
stuff. Until next time, guys.
Adios.
Peace.